When it comes to TV news, women get closer scrutiny than men. And one anchorman in Australia did a year-long experiment to drive the point home. It's a relief to know that the Today Show in Australia is a lot like the Today Show here. Lots of solid interviews.
Are you happy to be doing this interview with the Today Show in Australia?
That's Australian TV anchor Carl Stevanovic, who got a lot of buzz this week for his revelation that he's been wearing the same blue suit every day for a year.
Every single day on this show, at this desk, in that chair, for one whole year.
Stefanovic says he did the experiment because women are judged every day by what they wear and how they look. He's got that right.
Gail, you're never judged for what you wear, are you?
Yeah, we're judged all the time.
We are.
And that judgment comes from the top down. At NBC, women are given a list of do's and don'ts, starting with dresses only. Here you see the Today Show gals obeying that dictum. Then there are the colors. No black, no navy, no white, and, oops, no sleeveless. Mika, didn't you get the memo?
I get a lot of mean letters about what I wear, but most of them are from my mom.
I have to confess I check out Fox 25 at night to see what Maria is wearing. She's just so stylish, as are Sarah and Sorbani. And you too, Lisa.
You've done it again, haven't you?
Come to think of it, maybe Australia TV could learn a few things from our fashion police. Ooh, that was mean.
Yeah.
But, you know,
yeah, that's write the letters to Emily.
Please write me the letters. I would have noticed if I was a viewer in Australia if the guy was wearing the same blue suit. I was saying I always watch what Scott Pelley is wearing, or David Muir, and Peter Jennings was always a great dresser. And of course women wear something different if you wore the same thing every day, then no one would comment because you wore the same thing every day.
I don't even know if I would have noticed. I mean, I kind of assume that Scott Pelley has a closet full of identical gray or black suits. You know, I mean, there's just not as much, maybe I'm not a sartorialist, but there's not as much variety in male dress. And I kind of feel bad for the men that way. I think women actually have, although women get a lot of unfair scrutiny for what they wear, I also think it's very nice to have choices.
Well, if you're wondering what that smell is, I've been wearing this jacket for the last year. No, it's true. People don't pay any attention to what men are wearing, and women are held up to much more
I beg to differ.
Absolutely.
First of all, let me just say Lisa Hughes would look beautiful in a burlap sack. I just had to get that in there, okay? But many years ago, in the midst of a particularly cold winter, I started wearing a hat my wife had given me that had those flaps with fur all over them, and it was like Nanook of the North. And the emails and letters started to pour in. The hat. What about the hat? You weren't wearing the hat tonight. What happened to the hat?
People like the hat.
And I realized, this was early on in my time in TV, they were fascinated by it. I realized that I could be reporting on how I had found the cure for cancer in a desk drawer. And all people would really notice was whether or not I had the hat.
But they do that with women all the time. I mean, I get a lot of where did you get that from, or don't wear that, or that's a good color. People are more apt to comment on something that you're wearing versus something you said. That's just the way it is.
Well, I can definitely say that. I wore something pink on a national program as it happened, and I had matching pink lipstick. 9 million calls. The pink lipstick! Pretty good! Like, what did I say? I don't know, but I like that pink lipstick. So it happens all the time. It's very cruel when they don't like what you're wearing as well. Believe me, I get those letters as well.
I, by the way, could not believe that TV show. I didn't see one serious thing they did. They were interviewing those two people in the beginning about a 600-yard-long water slide, and then they interviewed that cat. That was a segment.
The cat had a very serious look on his face.
It was Grumpy the cat.
I've never seen anyone actually try to interview the Grumpy cat. I thought that was the whole point, was that he spoke for himself in silence.
Well, the cat had it.
So my point being, though, that the same suit might have been, if I lived in Australia, I might have assumed it was part of the shtick. You know?
No. No. People just notice what women are wearing, and they don't care what the guy is wearing. Pretty much. I
noticed what that gal was wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
It was bad.
Send
the letters
to Emily.
Attention, but that was pretty bad.
You guys aren't going to say, no one is bailing me out here. It was bad. Well, there's a solid color only rule at NBC, so I follow that one myself.